Hello and welcome. I want to hope that you have taken some time out to write out that change you require in as much specific terms as you can. Remember, nothing becomes dynamic until it becomes specific. The moment you become clear, you'll be amazed at how things will begin to walk towards the result that you really expect. Vagueness is something you must learn to do away with in your life as an individual, both as your in your quest for a change and in life generally. Never be vague about anything. Be clear and specific in your life, and you'll be amazed how that will give your life a lift. Now, if you haven't done that assignment, I think you should stop this video now and take a moment to do that and come back here. We'll be right here when you return. All right, come back here to listen to the next point, because I'm taking you on a journey on how you can actually effect a now change in your life. How you can effect a now change in your life. Okay, so principle number 2, I want to read to you now from the book of John, chapter 5. The book of John, chapter 5, and I am reading from verse 1. Let's just have fun with the word, okay? From verse 1. It says, "After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 pouches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool, and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of the waters stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had." Now here's the point. There was a pool by the sheep market. Now the said pool had 5 pouches, 5 different pouches, where they laid there all manner of sick people. Now, I like to describe it as a conference of broken humanity. All kinds of people with all kinds of problems you can imagine were there. I can imagine that people who had business problems were there, those who had relationship issues were there, those who had career problems were there, because it was all of humanity. Now, though we have a list of people who are sick in their body, but all kinds of people were present there who had problems. And they were all waiting for the stirring of the water, because every once in a while an angel will come, stir the water up, and boom, that water becomes a miracle water. So anybody who jumps in first gets a miracle. So everyone was there hoping and trusting that it will be their turn someday, very soon. Now in verse 4, the Bible says, "And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years." A certain man was there who had an infirmity 38 years. The man had been in his condition for 38 years. Now this is what we call suffering long. It is different from long suffering. This man had suffered long. My goodness, 38 years he had been in this condition, for which he was now lying somewhere in one of the pouches by the pool, hoping for a miracle. Now listen attentively. In verse 6 now, "And when Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? Will thou be made whole?" In other words, do you want to be healed? Now, Jesus can ask funny questions at times. No, don't you think so? Would the man be there if he didn't want to be healed? It's assumed that everyone there wanted to be healed, isn't it? And probably Jesus should have assumed that this guy wanted to be, but he asked him, "Do you want to be healed?" You see, there are times people just do things, or they are in certain places just to be numbered among those who are there. But deep down, they are not even certain of what they want. He said, "Do you really, really, really want to be healed?" And when you read throughout that scripture, the man never said yes. Never. He never said yes. But he was there, hoping that somehow something will happen. But now Oh goodness. Do you want to be healed? It's as simple as that. Do you want to be healed? The man did not say yes. Now let me show you what he said. As I tell you, the very second thing you must learn to do as you anticipate and create the change that you require in your life. Okay, verse 6 again. When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another stepped down before me. And Jesus said unto him, Shut up. The question is, do you want to be healed? The man began to tell Jesus his case history. He began to tell Jesus how that for the past, only God knows how many years, he has been here. There is nobody. He doesn't have anybody to help him. In fact, when he tries to get people to help him, they come and help other people. For some reason, other people just get in before him, and he's just there. Even when he tries to help himself, he just started complaining. The principle number 2 for effecting a change is to stop complaining. You know, sometimes we like to sympathize. We like people to sympathize with us. We like to have people tell us, oh, sorry, hey, yeah, oh. So we want to tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry about our problems. We want to tell everybody our troubles. Listen, David one time said that some people may be trusting in any kind of thing. They can trust in horses, trust in chariots, but our trust is on God. When your trust is on God, you stop complaining to men in a bid to have them sympathize with you. When you complain, especially if you used to pray, when you complain, you revert the prayer. You revert the prayer. The man, no wonder he was in this condition for 38 years. One of the reasons for long suffering, or suffering long rather, is complaining. He's complaining. God can't help a complaining man. Thank God for his mercies on this occasion that saved this man's condition. Else, he would have died in that condition. And he will be complaining. Look around. Complaining people don't make progress. Critics don't make progress. They will be there criticizing others. And those are criticizing are making progress, but they are not moving. Look, check yourself out. Have I really been complaining about my situation? Or have I been praying about it? Or have I been mixing both of them together? Sometimes you just stylishly tell somebody, bro, you know I've not eaten today. Can you imagine? You're not. All that is just a way to get some sympathy. Some sympathy. Just let people say, oh, sorry. You know, some people think that the more they tell them sorry, the better they feel. But you don't need the sorry of man, especially when the sorry of man will put you in more trouble. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Not when you expect a change. Stop complaining. The man started telling Jesus his history. Lord, there's nobody to help me. When I'm trying to get there, other people come before me. At the end of the day, I don't get in. And then that's why I'm still in this condition. Can you see my condition? But the question was, do you want to be healed? He would have missed this miracle because he was complaining. Some people say they are praying. Meanwhile, their prayer is full of complaint. Father, it is 3 years now. Can you see? It is 3 years now. I have been asking you. I have been telling you. I have prayed. I have fasted. He's now having an argument with God about his condition. And he's looking for a change. You don't complain. He said, no. Get complaint out of your life. Whether to God or to man, don't complain. A certain woman came to Kenneth Hagin several years ago and explained how that her son was useless. Her son was stupid. Her son was this and that. And Kenneth Hagin said to her, do you really want this boy to change? She said, of course, she wants him to change. But the truth is that he said it's not correct. And then the man of God said to her, if you want him to change, you can't talk about him like this. And after showing her through scriptures, he got her to change her confession about her son. A couple of months later, the woman came running. Pastor, my son is normal now. He's not cool and calculated. He comes home on time. Things have changed. The man of God did not pray for the boy. All that was necessary for effecting the change was for the woman to change her confession. Change what she has been saying. Listen, you are the prophet of your life. You are the senior prophet of your life. And if you go on complaining about your life, you mess things up. You mess things up. Learn this. Never, ever complain. No matter where you find yourself, do not complain. Don't become a social critic. No, don't complain. Don't complain. Not even for whatever they're going to give you. Don't complain. Choose your words. Don't complain. Don't complain. For your own good, in your own interest, stop complaining. And you'll be amazed at what kind of transformation that will bring into your life. Now let me give you another assignment. You are going to sit down and ask yourself, with which quality or character of words do I describe my situation? With which character of words, how do I describe my situation? What do I actually say about myself and where I am? How do I construct my talk about my condition and where I am? Do that, and in the next video, I'll give you another shot of what you can do to move ahead. You'll be amazed to discover that you might actually have been talking yourself backwards while you hoped to go forward. Once again, I want to hear your comments. Write in your comment there, and please go ahead and share this video with your friends and everyone that is within your social contact or social network, and I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, expect a miracle. Bye for now.